21 sum, is it? Now I hope you might have completed it. No? Kushant? Completed or not? Why are you laughing? Completed? So every now next day, one day, alternative days I'll be sending you the video because you have to complete the vast portion, and I hope that calculation should be completed. So see, is it? And it is easy now, you know how to do it, all these sums. So still I will explain. So let's see. 21 sum. Discuss the continuity of the following function. So what is given as fx is equal to sin x plus cos x. Now first point is that we have to reduce this function into a single function. This can be done if we apply sin a plus b, cos a plus b, sin a minus b, or cos a minus b. Is it? So let's see how we can reduce these two functions, sin and cos, into one function. Is it? So that we have to do first. So what we'll do? So we'll multiply root 2 and root 2 in the bracket sin plus cos. Now one more question arises here. Why I have taken only root 2? I should have taken 2 by root 3 also, 2 by root 3 also. But we know that the sin and cos function is different. Is it? Root 3 by 2 maybe sin pi by 6, and then cos will be at pi by 3. So these are the different. Is it? Sin and cos value is different at root 3 by 2. Is it? Where they are same? They are same only at 1 by root 2. Is it? Or sin 45 or cos 45. Is it? And therefore we are multiplying it with the root 2. So if you multiply with root 2, so 1 by root 2 is taken inside, root 2 is outside. So what we get? Sin x into 1 by root 2 plus cos into 1 by root 2. Is it? So f of x is equal to root x. So what it become? What it is here? 1 by root 2. So you can 1 by root 2 is cos pi by 4. So what you get? And here we can write 1 by root 2 as sin pi by 4. So what do you get? Sin a, cos b, then cos a, sin b. Is it? What is the formula? Here this is a formula of sin a plus b. What is a? A is x and b is what? Pi by 4. So we can write sin x plus pi by 4. Is it? Root 2 is outside. Isn't it? So what we got finally, we have reduced these two functions given, sin and cos, into a single function as sin x plus pi by 4. Is it? So now we can check it, the continuity. One more thing, discuss the continuity of the following function. Here the limit is not given. Is it? So whenever limit is not given, we check at x is equal to c. Is it? So let's check at x is equal to c. So LHS, limit x tend to c minus f of x, limit x tend to 0 f c minus h. So where you will substitute the c minus h? In the function of f of x. In place of x, what you will write? C minus h. So how it will look like? Root 2 sine, in place of x you will place c minus h plus pi by 4. Is it? So we will write limit h tend to 0, root 2 sine c minus h plus pi by 4. Root 2 is a constant, you will take out outside the limit. So root 2 limit h tend to 0 sine c minus h plus pi by 4. If you substitute the value of h tend to 0, so this will become root 2 sine c plus h. C plus h. That is the first. Let's check for RHS. Limit x tend to c plus f of x. How will write? Limit s tend to 0, function f c plus h. Is it? So limit s tend to 0, root 2 sine c plus h plus pi by 4. Root 2 is a constant. Again you will take out outside the limit. So root 2 limit s tend to 0 sine c plus h plus pi by 4. Now h tend to 0, so we'll get root 2 sine c plus pi by 4. Is it? So what we got? Right hand side root 2 sin c plus h, here root 2 sin c plus h, so both are same. Let's check it. Fx is equal to c. F of c, so in place of function x you have to write c. So what will get? F of c is equal to root 2 sin c plus pi by 4. So you got f of c is root 2 sin c plus pi by 4. So from first, second and third, it shows that they are equal, therefore the function f is continuous. So LHS is equal to RHS is equal to f of c, therefore the limit h tend to c minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to c plus f of x is equal to f of c. So therefore the given function is continuous. Is it? Same way. Start with the second sum of the 21. F of x is equal to sin x minus cos x. This is same method. What you have to do? You have to multiply, you have to reduce this function into single function. Is it? Either sin or a cos. So let's multiply with root 2. Now you understand why I multiply with root 2. Denominator and numerator with root 2. Is it? Ritu, you understood or not? Yes. Is it? So f of x is equal to root 2. You take 1 by root 2 inside. So sin x into 1 by root 2 minus cos into 1 by root 2. Substitute the value of 1 by root 2 in cos form. So sin x into cos pi by 4. Is it? Minus cos x into sin pi by 4. So what is it? This is a formula of sin a minus b. So root 2 sin x. What is a? Here x. And what is b? Pi by 4. What is a sign? Minus. So sin x minus pi by 4. We have to check the limit at x tend to c. So LHS limit x tend to c minus f of x is equal to limit h tend to 0 f c minus h. Is it? C minus h. So substitute c minus h in the place of x. So here f of will be c minus h. Here it will be also c minus h minus pi by 4. So the limit h tend to 0 root 2 sin c minus h minus pi by 4. If you substitute h is tend to 0, then what is the function will be reduced to c sin c minus pi by 4. Is it? So if you substitute, then we will get root 2 sin c minus pi by 4. Is it? First, this is a constant, root 2, so we are taken out as before. So root 2 is equal to root 2 limit x tend to 0 sin c minus h minus pi by 4. Is it? Okay. So now RHS limit x tend to c plus f of x is equal to limit h tend to 0 f c plus h. Is it? So in place of x, what you have to write? C plus h. So f of x, f c plus h root 2 sin c plus h minus pi by 4. That is what I have written here. So limit h tend to 0 root 2 sin c plus h minus pi by 4. So again root 2 is a constant. Let it come out from the limit. So root 2 limit h tend to 0 sin c plus h minus pi by 4. If we substitute the limit, then what we get? Root 2 sin c minus pi by 4. Is it? Let's check it for f of c. F of c is so in place of x you have to write c. So you also get root 2 sin c minus pi by 4. So limit x tend to c minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to c plus f of x is equal to f of c. So the given function is continuous at x is equal to c. F of x is equal to sin x into cos x. So this we can reduce into sin 2x. How? 2 sin cos x into or sin x 2 sin into cos x is sin 2x. So we can do. So f of x is equal to multiply with 2 and divide with 2. So half is remaining inside, 2 goes inside. So what we get? 2 sin x into cos x. What is 2 sin into cos x is sin 2x. See? So f of x is equal to 1 upon 2 sin 2x. Since the limit is not given, again we'll check at x is equal to c. So limit x tend to c belongs to R. So let's check out LHS. Limit x tend to c minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 f c minus h. So in place of x we will write c minus h. 2 will be here, is it? So half, is it? So limit h tend to 0, half sine 2 in the bracket c minus h. This half can be taken outside, so half is taken outside. So limit h tend to 0, is it? If you substitute the value of here h limit, if you substitute, then you will get half limit sine 2c, is it? Limit will not be there, it will be only half, it will be half sine c, it will be half sine c. This will be the first. Let's check it here. RHS limit x tend to c plus f of x, limit x tend to 0, f c plus h. So limit h tend to 0, 2 sine 2 c plus h, is it? If you substitute the value, take first half outside, it will not be 2, it is half. Take half outside, so you'll get limit h tend to 0, sine 2 c plus h. If you substitute h is equal to 0, you'll get half sine 2c, is it? Let's check it at f is equal to c. So f of c is also equal to half sine 2c. So the limit x tend to c minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to c plus f of x is equal to f of c. So therefore the given function is continuous, is it? Let's start with the question number 23. F of x is equal to sine x by x if x is less than 0 and x plus 1 if x is greater than equal to 0. We have to check it at x is equal to 0. So limit x tend to 0 minus, is it? You have to write 0 minus, is it? Limit x tend to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0, is it? It won't be here minus sign. This minus sign is used to convert them 0 minus h. So limit x tend to 0, f 0 minus h is equal to limit x tend to 0, is it? Substitute what is a function? Less than. What we are talking about? Left hand side of the 0. Left hand side of the 0 means less than 0, is it? So we have to substitute in place of x minus h, is it? So limit x tend to 0, sine minus h upon h. We know that sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So it will be written as minus sine h upon minus h, is it? So limit h tend to 0, sine h upon minus h. So minus minus will be cancelled. So limit h tend to 0, sine h upon h. What is the function sine? What is the value of limit x tend to 0, sine h upon h? Yes, is it? It is 1, is it? Pracha? Right. So limit x tend to 0 plus f of x, limit x tend to 0, is it? So function is from 0 plus h, is it? Mind well, please remember that here there won't be any sign, here will be plus sign, but this plus sign is used to here to define the function 0 plus h. So limit x tend to 0, okay? So what we get? It is plus 0 plus. 0 plus means right hand side of the 0. So it is a greater than 0. What is the function here? 0 x plus h. It is x plus h. So limit x tend to 0. If you substitute in the place of x, what will write? 0 plus h plus 1. So what will get value? 1. Is it? And f of 0, if you see f of 0 means greater than 0. So what will get? That all value is also 1. So from first, second, third, is it? Limit x tend to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 plus f of x is equal to f of 0. So the given function is continuous and there is no point of discontinuity. So let's start with the 24th sum. F of x is equal to x square minus sine 1 upon x if x is not equal to 0. What do you mean to say x is not equal to 0? X, if you check at x is equal to 0, we have to check the continuity at x is equal to 0. So both left hand side of the 0 and right hand side of the 0, this function will come. Only at x is equal to 0, it is 0. Is it? So limit x tend to 0 minus f of x, limit x tend to 0 f 0 minus h. There is no minus sign here. This is converted into function 0 minus h. So limit x tend to 0. Left hand side of the 0 means left hand side when the function is not 0. So this one will come. So limit x tend to 0 minus whole square sine 1 upon minus sine h. We know that sine minus x is equal to minus sine theta. So this can be written as sine 1 upon h and minus we can put here, and the square of minus will become positive. But this minus sign is for this one because sine minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Is it? If we substitute the value of limit, if you put the limit, then it will be 0. Let's check for RHS. Limit x tend to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 f 0 plus h. So limit x tend to 0 x square into sine 1 upon h. So limit x tend to 0 h whole square into sine 1 upon h. Is it? If we substitute the limit, it will also become 0. And what is f of 0? When x is 0, the function is also 0. So f of 0 is 0. So what we say, limit x tend to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 plus f of x is equal to f of 0, and therefore the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Or it may also say that function is continuous at all x. Is it? 25th. Let's start with 25th sum. F of x is equal to sin x minus cos x if x is not equal to 0, and if it is minus 1 if x is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0, limit x tend to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 f 0 minus h. So limit x tend to 0, in place of x, what you have to write? 0 minus h. 0 minus h. Is it? If we substitute the value, what we will get? Sin 0 minus cos 0. Sin 0 is 0. What is cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. Is it? So it is, the answer become minus 1. Let's check for RHS. Limit x tend to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 f 0 plus h. So limit x tend to 0 sin 0 plus h minus cos 0 plus h. Is it? If we substitute the limit, what will we get? Sin 0 minus cos 0. You know cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So it is minus 1. And f of 0 is also minus 1. So limit x tend to, is it? Cos 0 is 1. So because of this minus, it is minus 1. So limit x tend to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tend to 0 plus f of x is equal to f of 0. So the function is continuous for all x. Is it? For all x belongs to R. Thank you.